it's love. So come and stay the night.
Hi guys.
And I think I might have it all.
I hope you're all doing well.
And I
I'm doing
thank
fine.
God
I've had a
every
good
day
week.
for the girl he
Take
sent
it off.
my way.
I've had a good week so far,
But I
and
know the
I hope you're
things he
having the
gives,
same.
he can take away.
So guys, I've got something on my chest that I've been trying to talk about.
That's a feeling I wanna get used to.
Since Monday, actually, I've been trying to do a video and I can just communicate this thing that I'm feeling with you guys, and hopefully I can get some feedback on what you feel about this subject. So I want to talk about forgiveness. Such a small word, such a familiar word, one that gets thrown around a lot anyhow, but personally it actually gives me the chills, because I have come to appreciate the true meaning of it, because I've found myself on both sides of this word, as in on the receiving and on the giving of it. So forgiveness actually gets thrown around a lot in the space of you are expected, or where you are required to pardon another. Pardon, I think is the word, because to pardon actually means to, I think, write off a debt, write off a wrong. So when you're asked to forgive, what you're essentially being asked to do is to write off a wrong, to write off a debt. It's getting to a point where you realize that whatever wrong has been done to you cannot be undone. Whatever another person has done to you, whatever harm, whatever pain or hurt they've caused you, they cannot undo it. There's really nothing they can do about it, so you just have to write it off. So in terms of money, if money has been stolen from you, it's just an example. If money has been stolen from you, it can be paid back, but the pain, the trauma, the stress that you went through, cannot be undone. So you get to a point where you realize that, and you have to move on. You have to pardon. You have to write it off. So it is usually thrown around in that space where you are the one expected to pardon another. But today I want to talk about the most important person that you need to forgive. The most important person that you need to forgive, and often the hardest person that you can forgive, is actually yourself. We are going around harboring a lot of self-hate. Some of it justifiable, because you could have done things in the past that affected your life so negatively, that brought so much chaos, calamity, and pain in your own life. You could have made decisions or failed to make decisions, because a failure to make decision can also be a decision. So it could be coming from decisions that you made or that you did not make in the past. Which decisions have brought havoc in your life, So you need to forgive yourself for that. But you also need to forgive yourself for decisions that you made or did not make that affected the people that you love. Most of the times when you do something or you don't do something and it just negatively impacts another person's life, especially the people that we love, it is very difficult to forgive ourselves. And especially some of these consequences, some of these things are sort of permanent. Can't do anything to change it. You did it or you did not do it. Somebody that you love got really, really hurt or was impacted really, really negatively, and you have to live with that. You have to live seeing this stuff. Some of these situations could be, these are just examples that I'm giving, by the way, and you could be a parent that I can call a maybe present but absent parent. You know, a situation where there was a time when you were raising your kids that you focused so much on providing, when you focus so much on providing for them and hustling and getting all the bread, that you forgot to emotionally raise them or to be emotionally available for them. And now the kids are grown and there's just havoc. There's, kids have got strange behaviors that you now feel, had you been around more, you could have, been able to control. You could have taught your kids certain things that you feel you didn't teach them because of your absence. And it's these things, and such situations actually can be it can really beat you down, because you're seeing these things, you're seeing your children act a certain way, or you see your children talk to you a certain way, or you suffer condemnation from your children, and you think they're right, and you know that you were absent. It can be a lot of things, or you just made decisions that compromised your family life, your children, your siblings, your parents. A lot. You could have gone through addiction, and addiction tends to hurt the people that we love the most, and now you're out of it, but you're constantly hating on yourself and beating yourself down because once upon a time you made these decisions. You could have been, you maybe a mom and you had your child early. Well, you yourself were still growing. I'm not talking about teenage pregnancies, by the way, but you could have had your children at a time when you yourself should have been growing up, and because of that it affected the way you parented. Just a lot of things. I mean, I can go on and on. I've had my own issues that I've had to deal with, where self-forgiveness is concerned, regarding decisions that I maybe made that affected my family, people that I love, a lot of things, and just like with yourself, there are decisions that you could have made that wrecked your own life. An example is me. You're in university, you partied too hard, you didn't study, you failed to make the grades to actually study the program that you wanted to study, and then you had to settle, and just so much stuff. You could have been going through a season in your life, and looking back now, you squandered that season because the decisions that you made in that season, had you made different ones, you could be far gone in life right now. You could be looking at different successes, but because you reacted in ways that you probably shouldn't have, now your life is a mess. It's a lot of things, guys. Anyway, I can go on and on, but we all know that there are times that you've made decisions and now you have to live with the consequences, and they hurt. You're in pain. Your career choices are crazy, and now you're at a point where you feel you are too old to start over but too young to quit, and you're just frustrated and you're just confused and you're hating on yourself. So what I want to say to you today, if you are in a situation like that, I know I have been, and it has taken a lot of work. This is why I've come and I want to share. And I know the kind of darkness, that you can be in, battling these feelings, this unforgiveness. But what I want to tell you today is that you should not keep revisiting something that you cannot revise. Guys, it has happened. You made the mistake. No matter how much you beat yourself, no matter how much you're angry with yourself, or you cannot revise what you did. It cannot be undone. You already did whatever. You already decided whatever, and now the consequences are upon you. So stop revisiting it. Stop revisiting, because no matter how much you think about it, no matter how much you beat yourself, no matter how angry, it cannot be undone. Okay? It cannot be undone. Now, what I believe, personally anyway, that the best way to remedy a bad past is to create an amazing future. Okay? So, but how do you do that? You cannot create an amazing future is not created based on your past. No. It is created based on your present. What you do today to build an amazing future. So why not start by acknowledge that you made these mistakes. Acknowledge that because of the decisions that you made, you're where you are today. And then make a decision to forgive yourself. It is very important, because as long as you are in this space, this dark space, in this space where you're directing all your energy to condemn yourself, to beat yourself down, energy which you can use to transform your future, you will not break through, guys. As long as you're in, I know because I've been there, it's things around you that are a constant reminder of your mistakes, and you just feel like you don't even have a right to break through or whatever. But use that energy, redirect the energy that you're using to think about and to revisit the past. Use it to transform your future. Create such an amazing future that the pain of the past will just be like a blip in the radar, So that's what I want to tell you today. That's what I want to tell somebody today. That the most important person that you should forgive is yourself. Remedy that future. That is the only way you can remedy the future. You cannot forget, yes, but you can forget the pain. Forget the pain. By today, all your energy, focus it in creating a good future for yourself. What you do today is what will determine what kind of future you're going to have. So if today you're going to choose to wallow in the pain of the past, in condemnation, self-guilt, blame, then that is the future. That's the kind of future you're going to have. That's what is going to happen tomorrow if you invest that today. But if today you make a decision to forgive yourself and to focus the energy into becoming better or doing something better, accept you made a mistake, forgive yourself, and start building onto a better future. You could have maybe made a terrible decision of a spouse, and now you're suffering divorce, you're going through divorce or whatever. You can't keep thinking about, I shouldn't have married that person, but there was this better person, but there was you still, if that is what you invest in today, you're going to be telling the same story tomorrow. But it happened, you married the person that you maybe were not supposed to marry, it has ended in a divorce. What do you do? What kind of tomorrow do you want? Ask yourself that and start working on it. Is it, do you want to meet a better person, or do you want to focus on yourself, on your career, on your businesses, on your kids? That. Focus on that. Did you go through abuse and somehow you think that you found yourself, the decisions that you made led you to be found in a situation where you were abused, and now you keep going back to, I shouldn't have gone, did I drink too much, forgive yourself. What kind of future do you want? Invest in building it today. I promise you, it will remedy the pain of the past. It will. I'm not saying you'll forget and the past will just, magically go away. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that you will forget the pain, and it is important. Forgive yourself and move on. That's what I'm saying. It's really something that I felt very strongly about, and I needed to share. I'm sure it's for somebody. Take care and all the best. I love you. And please let me know how you feel about self-forgiveness, what your thoughts are. If you have experiences that you would like to, encourage somebody out there, and how you yourself dealt with self-love, self-blame, self-guilt. I would love to hear it. Thank you. Bye.